Hey, oh. What is up, everybody? How are we all? Wants to work today? Yeah, there we go. Welcome, everybody, to another Borderlands stream. First of all, let's start with the beginning, shall we? Sorry that yesterday there was no webcam. I really felt like crap, and I hadn't slept in forever, like I said right then and there. So I kind of did it for my own good, because I had like bags under my eyes like no tomorrow. Like, I know that I have some right now, but yesterday, trust me, this entire part was basically black. So you don't want to see that. Second of all, right after the stream, I grabbed this truck that we got yesterday. Just look at this. That is one single shot. One single shot bleeds for somewhere in between the 13 and 18k. The Rooker is basically seen as one of the best snipers right now. And those needles give you bleed somewhere in between the 2 and the 8k. This thing fucking hurts. Here. 23k. Yes, I know there are modifiers in effect at the time of firing and all that, but still. No modifiers here. That's first shot. 38k bleeds. One shot. So I think that I found the one sniper that I want to try to make the one-shot sniper build with. I am just not entirely certain if I want it to have the impact rounds the way that it is right now. Out all of the trucks that we did find, though, this one was the one with the highest crit damage. So I do need to keep that in mind. Besides that, I don't know. It would be really interesting if this could roll with the order passive, but I'm pretty sure that the order passive is not something that can roll on things. It's quite literally specific for order weapons, so I think I have to go and just accept that that's a thing that I can't get, which is still fine, I mean. Because if we could roll this with an order and, I don't know, impact magazine. Can you imagine what happens if you fire this weapon and you fire it with 5 ammo at a time? I mean, think about it. That's 5 times 8.6. That will do a lot of damage. And then that bleed is then going on top of that. I do think we need to maybe adjust these. Because we only want to crit once. So the 3 Deadeye does not really do much for us. The accuracy is kind of important, and the crit damage on the second part is important. So Deadeye is most likely going to be at 2. Maybe we're going to go for bullet spears. I'm not sure how that works with impact mech, because the Gyro jets should explode on impact. So I'm not entirely certain if that works. Also, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go for Teen Witch with it or with Bloodshot. Because Bloodshot in combination with the triple bypass that has amp, I can show you guys how it works with amp, because that actually does increase the damage by a little bit. As you can see, well, there wasn't a whole lot to see, I suppose. Let me crank this up. Interval times 10. As you can see, that does crank the damage up by a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Now, if you can imagine what happens after we activate this, then use the amp. Yeah, see, 28. But if we unload the entire magazine into it, yeah, I mean, you guys can see the numbers pop up as well. That they are pretty high. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's a thing. Is it strong enough to actually kill something in one hit? I don't think that it will be. I do not think that this will be able to one-shot something in one hit, unless we actually focus on, like, how do you say this? Unless we are building it in such a way that everything is amplified on the first shot. Which means the amp on this, we would need to farm a better shield. Because we need amp 150%. It doesn't have to be a what for dinner per se though. That's a thing. It would work the best, I would say, because that 25% shock damage does go over the original number of the damage that you dealt for, as far as I can see. So if we are dealing like close to 500k damage, then that 25% does tick up quite hard. That is going to be like 125k in shock damage. We would need a better enhancement, because right now this one does not suffice for it. We already have the triple bypass with amp, but there's a good chance we don't want the triple bypass, but instead something that increases our stats by more. Think of like a purple that rolls amp and one other like lifesteal increase or something. That could theoretically do more if we are working with the Teen Witch. I'm not even sure if there's an energy shield or armor shield that does do the thing that I needed to do. That is kind of where I am going like, I also don't know exactly which firmware I need, so I would need to have to look up a list for that. And then there is the thing of maybe that a Rooker could rifle the damage, but just not yet. Because basically what we want to do is we want to try to get the entire thing going the same way that things work for the Rooker. Where it's one shot and that's where you apply it on. Because that's the thing that Moxie did in his video, for example. He took that alt fire of the needles, and the needles have the all of the damage modifiers applied on the first shot dealt. They are applied on the needle continuously for the entire duration of it going around. So I think that's the reason why people are saying that those needles are so strong, because they are dealing an insane amount of damage over the entire duration. If you can aim them properly, and mainly on bosses that are weak to electric or to shock. And because there is a secondary thing to it, mainly to the big vault bosses that are like having multiple weak spots in their model, because otherwise it's going to be a little bit different or difficult to actually land those needles correctly, because you do have to like dodge certain things. There's the problem of the bleed is the thing that deals the damage for the most part, not the actual needles, but you do need to apply the bleed. So, I mean, that's a thing. Like, there's a really good chance that Bloodletter is going to be our main source of damage on that one shot, one kill build, and I don't like that. I want to have a legitimate, clean, one shot, one kill build. That would be the most fun for me to see. Like, the bleed procs are really satisfying. Like, if I fire this without any preparation and it bleeds, I said bleed. See, those 20k procs are really, really satisfying. And as you can see, every proc does give me overshield as well because of the Teen Witch. Sorry. But I'm not certain if that is the thing that I want to do, though. I feel like you should be able to do it better. And that is where Bloodshot comes into play. Which means that we need a shield that does roll amp, but also protects our health. I do have an idea. The problem is, amp only works on energy shields. So things like the onion, that would be really, really solid to keep me alive for the like couple of seconds that I would need it to keep me alive for. Those don't work. Because that is a armor plating. It's a plate shield. So I will have to go and scroll through that list, but that is for a different time.
Let's make some memories together.
You guys already know what I'm gonna do right now. We're gonna move our ass back to where we were yesterday. Because we are gonna go and try to find a phosphine bugbear. Or a truck for that matter. Because I would love to have a phosphor truck as well. I like both weapons. Both weapons are really cool. Like when I first started with this hunt for the bugbear, I didn't know that the truck was actually a weapon that could be doing something, you know? But I started to appreciate that sniper so much more. After seeing that testing data, I'm like, yeah, no. There's a really good chance that this weapon will be able to do something for me. Let's see. Yeah, it is at 55. Hold on. Hope it's not too loud, but we will see. If it is too loud, then do let me know, because I can easily turn it down, but... Gotta deal with this motherfucker first, though. I have to say, this fight becomes a lot more enjoyable if it actually properly works with you. Which at first it totally didn't do. Boom. I'm not sure if you guys saw that leg spike as well, but that was not okay. I think I anchored my PC a tiny bit. Just ever so slightly, you know. Burn. 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 Nice. That's not what we're looking for. Ooh. Oh, that's why. I forgot to put it on assault rifle. Well, that explains a lot. That was a very clean shot. That was pretty well timed there, not gonna lie. Especially because that took care of like half of the mini things that he threw at me. Which is kind of big. Okay. It is a little bit confusing because sometimes the guy is like affected by everything under the goddamn sun. Ow. And other times, he really doesn't give a fuck. Light them up.
So easy.
Can we just be nice? Or do I really have to go and sing the song Why Can't We Be Friends? Aiming down sight proficiency, splash damage, meh. Nope. I do hope that the game sound is not too loud, because that would be a little bit annoying. Still didn't exactly find the balance for that one, if I'm honest. Bonk. Show thyself, you foul beast of the deep. I mean, this swamp terrain is not exactly the deepest ever, but... Cool. Tell me, where are you gonna be at? There you go. No? No luck today? Okay. Satch! Actually, wait. I can just check if it's too loud or not. Okay, music is gonna be gone for a second. Give me a sec. Right. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. In fact, it doesn't even get over the... Like, the background noise that I made does not get over the sound from Borderlands. Whoops. So I could turn that up a tiny bit, but do I wanna? I don't know, I think that the sounds from Borderlands itself are fine enough. If I turn them up a tiny bit... And then turn them down in Spotify. There we go. This should be okay. Oh, hi Fred.
Nice try.
Hi friend. Hi.
More ammo means more fun.
Yes, more ammo means more fun. You got that right. Where are you at? There you at. And there is one somewhere over there, but I am gonna say that he most likely... Yeah, there you go. I was about to say. My radar does tell me that he should be there, but... Gun damage... Gun status effect. Pistol reload speed. Meh. Really? That's all that our crystal friend dropped? Oh damn. Alright. That does not sound correct, but sure. Ah! Nuked myself again. Chat, why am I like this? Why am I like this? Why do I nuke myself constantly? I'm not gonna lie, I legit thought that it was because he smacks it, but it's because I shoot it first. Is what I realize now, at least. Aha. Oh, there. And there you go. Wow. So much trash. So much absolute garbage. No. That's a wall. And as you all know, walls are not our best friend. Walls are a little bit of an annoyance because you can't go through them. That reminds me of a game called The Finals. Oh my god, that game was a goddamn masterpiece. The thing that game allowed you to do is there was this one class and it allowed you to demolish the terrain. Which is really fucking funny in a game that is basically the equivalent of, I don't know, I guess Call of Duty, Battlefield, etc. But more as a game show. Like I believe, if I remember correctly, the lore of the game was that it's a game show, and the people were digitally uploaded, and then they were thrown into a battlefield scenario, basically. Like team deathmatch kind of style. Which is a really, really cool concept. Especially if you keep in mind that they could basically do whatever they wanted. And the fun part about it was the one class called Demolitionist. Or I guess it's not really a class, it's more a specialization kind of thing. And the guy was basically built to break walls. So I was constantly running myself through walls where the rest of my team was wondering whatever the fuck was wrong with me. Up until the point where I brought the entire building down on the enemy's head and they were like, hey, wait. He was actually doing something, huh? Because obviously there's there's a little bit of a downtime in between you charging through one wall and then having the entire building coming down. That's not instantaneously happening. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. I don't know, good chance that I might actually see what that game is doing right now. Or like, not right now, but nowadays. I did hear people talk about it at my local game store, so pretty sure the game should still be alive and up and running. It does make you curious though what the meta is like, because that is one of those games that always will have its very own high defined meta, you know? This is most definitely live. Yes, yes. Ow! Damn it! That hurts. Can you spawn inside? No, you can't spawn inside of the cloud of living, breathing, flesh-eating bugs. That's slightly annoying. Are you for real? Can you? I swear to God, how am I supposed to react fast enough? What the hell? Yeah, now I got your... I was about to say, now I got your ass, but I don't know. There we go. Still got his ass, though. Let's quickly check the loot. This is all the same as what we had before. Nothing new, nothing interesting. No worry. And when I'm at the entrance, I will go and read what is being said in chat. I just don't like standing out in the middle of that field, because you never know what random bullshit spawns near your feet. Let's see. I saw on Reddit, if you stand on top of the canister dispenser, it makes him pop up more. Oh. I see. Okay. Well, that is most definitely worth a try, not gonna lie. Ah, big guy. Bye, big guy.
You're so impressive.
Yeet. Slight problem with this tactic. The guy fucking nukes my ass if I stand on top of it. That's straight. There you go. Maybe that an exploding bolt is not the right call to do this guy with, because he disappears so quickly. Maybe I need to have an instant damage source. Then again, I mean, this seems to be a pretty effective way nonetheless. Ah, damn it. Mistimed the throw. Hit the wooden pole. Yay! We did reach the next energy shield. For the bio shield. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Yeah, I can see how it would be spawning him more. For sure. But I can also see how you would die more, because Jesus Christ, that thing hurts. Like, mind you, he got me through my energy shield, which was full, through my shield, and then put me on, like, what, 150 HP or something? That means he got through 7k HP and about 22.5k shield. That one blob of earth. That's a lot of damage. No, I don't want to play with you. Get the frick out of here. No, I meant, please, friend, stay. Ah. Hit him with the side of it. Cool. Yep. Open up your mouth. Very good. Very good indeed. No thanks. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Maybe just standing near it already works, because that means I still do get the dodge. Does not look like that did anything that I wanted it to do. Yeah, I do need to be patient with the detonation though. And I should put it on assault ammo the entire time. I keep switching it up accidentally. Truck. Go gadgets. Nah. You don't need the go gadgets. Excuse you. Can we just... Thank you, Vex. Thank you, Vex. Very kind of you to jump on top of the thing that I was telling you to jump on. Really useful. Ah, but man, that bitch hurts. Wait, what? Oh. I've been shooting with a Daedalus for more. Okay, sure. Bugbear. 3k. I should label the highest one, I think. Yeah, let's label the highest one, because then I know which one it is. Shotgun ammo. In a sniper. What is your crit chance? Crit damage. Yeah. I don't care how big the magazine is. I am pretty sure that a Daedalus with sniper rifle, with shotgun ammo, yeah, shoots multiple pellets. As you can see, in the amount of crit text. I don't even have to aim correctly. mean, I am quickly gonna make work of this because I did walk in here, so I might as well clear it all up. Cool. Yeah, so that is kind of big because that still does count as one shot. That might be the highest damage output that we can get. Maybe. I'm not sure how that would compare to... How would that compare to the sniper ammo? I mean, I know that sniper ammo does most damage. But how does one compare with the other? Because that's the other thing. I also know that 5 pellets is more than 1. You know.
Now you're equipped to handle anything.
So there is a really good chance, like a really good chance, that one shot with 5 will still do the same amount of damage. And if that is the 7k and then on 5, oof, that is really fucking nasty to deal with. I was about to say, can we get a little bit closer, please? Detonated too early. Yep, detonated too early. Okay, we're just gonna dash through it. Because I do need to throw it on there, otherwise we're gonna have the entire, like, kindergarten up our ass. Not really looking forward to that. Ah, wait, I was standing on the wrong one, huh? Okay. Well, I mean, if it was the wrong one I was standing on, then we could try the other one in a second. That's okay. Sorry, it was the other canister dispenser directly across from where you run it. Okay, I see. You're talking about over here. And then they basically want you to stand here, huh? Tiny problem for me specifically. That tree is gonna stop me from shooting my Emmy. From shooting my stickies. Like, I like the idea, but Trisama is not really having a good time with it. Do you mean that one? I mean, across means this, right? But if you mean that one... So you mean that we stand here? Okay. Yeah, sure, I can work with this. I have well enough sight over the or overview over the entire situation, so that should work. I am just a little bit concerned still with the fucking mud balls that are being thrown in my face. But I mean... nothing a little lifesteal can't fix, I suppose. Just means that I need to keep an eye open for when he does, because I do have to jump and dodge that shit. But like I said, that should be okay. Beep beep. I should be able to dodge. Gets hit in the face like not even 2 seconds after saying that he could dodge that shit.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Okay, thanks, bye. Greetings, human. He dared show his face again. Out there. Say it's easier to actually like land the canisters. That is by far easier. You just like look down and you're there. Oh, this is so much better. Look at that. Oh my god, yeah, no, that is very, very big upgrade in what I was doing. Jesus. I like that. Thank you, Nuclear. Very useful. Who would have thought Reddit actually has useful information sometimes? Damn. That is maybe more shocking than YouTube chat having useful information. The fact that it is Reddit that has new like useful info is by far more shocking. Also, is it me or is he not? Yeah, those things are not able to get me when I'm up here. But that does immediately make me fucking terrified of that getting hit by his attacks. Because the second you get hit, you're knocked off, and that is an instant death sentence. Yeah, that is legitimately terrifying. But hey, besides that, damn. Okay, yeah, no, this works. I am actually stunned by this. What the hell? I was kind of looking for a way of properly dealing with this boss, because it is a really annoying thing to fight. Like, by far one of the most annoying bosses to deal with. Because that bio armor makes it so you can't really like properly one-shot him. Where this Vex build does kind of excel at, if you're looking at it in a like logical sense. Like Bolt Fi is by far one of the best bossing builds that I know of, at least. Uh-oh. Oh wait, those count as... Sure! No thanks. I'd rather do not buy anything at the door. I'm good. I said no! How dare you disrespect my... How dare. Now, where are you gonna be at? Where are you at? There you at. Ah, fuck! Fuck, 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 fuck. No, 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 no. That was my own doing, by the way. That had nothing to do with that thing being a fucking bitch to fight. That legitimately was all me. Ooh. No. No, I shouldn't. I really shouldn't, but... Wait, that is a... That is a really good rep kit for a purple. What the hell? Skill cooldown rate by 100% and the full amp shot. Yeah, no. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh yeah, no, exactly. Well, I mean, I don't really look at purples anymore because all of these legendaries are usually better. Or like better. Because that's the problem. They're not necessarily actually better. But a triple bypass that has amp just means that it's so much easier to use. But it does have a 32-second cooldown. So there's a really good chance that at some point during bossing, for example, you're applying the amp effect and then you run out. Because on kill there's a 30% chance to replenish, but you're only killing one thing, which is the boss usually. You know. Oh yeah, no, I agree. The build that I want to make right now, which is something that I have in my head with just purely for myself. I wouldn't recommend anybody else to try it. I have talked about it before. It's a pure melee build for Vex. And when I say pure melee, I do mean pure melee. I'm not talking about melee reapers. No, literally pure melee. Like Vex being a ninja, so to speak. But, and I can show you which skill I need to have maxed out for that. I need a +10 Haru specs. I need to have 10 points in Haru specs because then the base damage of the Haru specs dagger becomes 17 point something, I believe. And 17 point XK damage on top of like the melee increase of 60% that you can roll on the enhancements, or no, the class mods, plus things like Fell Inscription, which gives roughly a 30 or 40% increase, etc, 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 because there's also one here over here. All of those increases over that 17k, that will actually tick. That will tick up quite hard. And then if you do happen to have enough points for Reverberation and you do proc that, then you can actually just run at something, jump, look down, press the melee button, something dies. Rinse and repeat. It's so much fun. Especially because if you have the crit dagger on a boss, that melee damage should crit now. Because they did update how the... Or they are planning. I think it was planning. They were planning on having the crit dagger apply critical increases properly. Which means that things like Vex suddenly become so much better. Because you have the target prescience. On top of the crit dagger 3 times. That means you have a 105% chance to crit. Wait, no, this is gun critical. Wait, no, that doesn't work with this. Wait. Still. A 90% crit rate is still pretty high. So, yeah. That could hurt quite badly. I'm not even planning on running Groundbreaker because Groundbreaker is not good with that build. Which is hilarious now that I say it out loud, but you know. I see. Yeah, plus 10 is definitely, yeah. Wait, let me see. I did have Loot Lemon up here, so... What was it again? Yeah, that does make it 60% of the initial hit. Yeah, that will do it. Let me guess, if you're gonna go for that build, then I think it's fair to say that you're gonna go and use it with something like a Rooker. Right? Because of the needle proc. Pretty sure that's what people are doing with a pure Bloodletter build. Although I have to say, the truck that I have been using at the start of the video, or the start of the stream, that one did in a single shot already create like, what was it? 32k damage procs. And that is only 30%, so if you do get that one with the 60%, you would basically double that. So somewhere around the 60 to 70k damage. But you can run it with Bloodshot, or you can just run something like a shotgun, which with high crit can proc bleeds for every pellet. Yeah. Yeah, in that case, I want to show you something. Meet my truck! This one is one that I got earlier today. While you were watching, actually. This truck came with the shotgun ammo. So now I have a truck that has 7k base damage, and the shotgun ammo is firing 5 pellets or something, I believe. Yeah. I really want to go back to base, or like back to the training thing, to see if the damage actually is as high as I think that it is. Because this also rolls automatically with Jacobs. Yeah, I am really curious if the damage is going to be as nuts as we are thinking right now, because that would definitely be a thing. But I do have to get a little bit lower on ammo for myself to be able to go back to town, because I still have about like 900 ammo left, so might as well finish it a bit more. But then I do have to go back to town, or actually like to an actual base, to sell stuff and to replenish my ammo again. So if we go to the training range, then we can definitely go do the target practice. I like target practice. Target practice is a fun time. Aha. Hey. Be nice. Damn it. That's what I thought. One, two, three. Hello, peekaboo. Okay, where you at? That moment that Reddit was wrong. Oh shit! No, 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 no! Please land. Me and Mr. Reddit need to have a word because this was abysmal. Oh, man. I mean, I am here for mainly bugbears, but the more that I look at that truck gun, the more I am like, I kind of want to go and farm the truck instead. Is that really bad? I mean, I came here specifically to get a phosphine bugbear, but now my eye did actually be a little bit like blinded by the truck. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, well, guess we're gonna do a normal run. Greetings, sir. Where you at? There you at. I mean, in theory, this one should not drop a legendary just out of principle, like, you know how it is. It's a normal run, so. No, I don't want to get stoned, damn it. Take that out of context and it becomes a whole different sentence, but okay, sure. I love it when a game keeps to the program. It shouldn't drop a legendary. What does it do? It doesn't drop a legendary. Oh, I love it when drop chances actually are stable and properly done. That's good. How much iridium did you have to farm? I don't know. I have 2.5k left. So like 25k left. Or 25 times left. But that stuff is annoying to farm anyway, so can't really be bothered with it. I only recently decided that I wanted to get the phosphine weapon, so not entirely certain how to get the iridium for it. Still kind of figuring that one out, but I'm sure that will be fine, right? Ow! Can you like not throw a rock at my canister? Thanks. Good God. Annoying little dipshit. Yeah? Are we gonna do it again? Is that really? Okay. Well, this time I'm gonna throw it over there. Okay, never mind. We're gonna throw it here. I am messing up left, right, and center. Jesus Christ. Can this run be over already?
So easy.
Well, that works. Eh. Hey. Don't you dare drop down from the sky. Well, I know something funny about the bot, actually. This passive. This passive most likely is bugged. And yes, I am saying that this passive is bugged. The gun itself functions as it should be functioning, I would say. For the most part, that just does what it should be doing. But this passive, I think that they coded it a little bit incorrectly. A little bit of spaghetti code, maybe. Because this... With... do I have one on me? I don't think I have one on me right now. Ah, here. This with a enhancement that rolls gun damage. Does not give a 25% boost. It does anything but give a 25% boost. I tested this with a friend of mine, and what we could see is that gun damage increase that you see over there. There's a really good chance it takes that for literally every single type of gun that the bot counts as. And how many guns does the bot count for exactly again? Where's the bot? There's the bot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, look. 5 guns. Times 25%. And then you have the sticky ammo, which goes on top of it. Because it is a shotgun itself, if it uses other ammo, it still will be a spread shot. So now you have assault rifle ammo in a 6 ammo magazine for 5 pellets per shot. That is increased by 3% per pellet because of the sticky ammo. Wait, that means that every shot that you deal with the bot increases your damage by 15%. Like, I don't know. I don't think that it's the bot necessarily that is problematic. Like, the bot is cool. It doesn't really do anything special necessarily. Except for counting as every type of gun. But it's really difficult to like fit everything together in a tight, neat little package to make it all work. And it doesn't have any like big fancy bonuses the way that, I don't know, a truck has, for example. Because Fixer Upper already does increase the crit damage. So, you know, there's that. the Dark Beast has the piercing bullets and the chance of causing the explosion, and they did buff this recently, and this actually is a really, really strong gun now. And I can keep going, like the special passive for the Ruker, for example. If you use it with the correct passives, etc., like Bloodletter, for example, those needles become fucking devastating homing missiles, and good luck getting away from it, because it's not happening. As long as I manage to get my cursor on you, you're gone. So, I don't know, every gun has its own passive that is problematic in its own way, I would say. I mean, I don't know if you realized what the Bugbear has as a passive, but the last shot that you're dealing with the Bugbear has 200% damage increase and 200% radius increase. Yeah. Okay. This rolls with Hyperion parts. Wait. That means that there is a chance that this might roll with sticky ammo. I'm not entirely certain, but there is a chance that. Because first of all, it's a torque weapon, so, you know. If this does roll with sticky ammo, on reload, that 200% damage radius is still there, including the 200% damage increase. So, as you can see, that already would be problematic on its own as well. I just think that the bot has the benefit of the 5 pellets per shot with a 3% increase. And mine is not even rolled highest, because I'm pretty sure the highest bot you can roll with a sticky mag. I think the highest you can get was 4 or 5. So I'm actually losing percentages, like 5% per shot, basically. So that's kind of big. My damage is not even the highest that it can be. You know. Also, it kind of depends on which character you're playing. Vex really does love the bot because he has a fuck ton of gun increases. Like if you look here, this increases gun damage. This increases crit damage and gun handling. This increases gun damage. If I have the Witchy Trigger Finger active, I get increased gun damage. Yada. On top of the fact that Bloodletter works really well with the bot, and Bloodshot sees that the bot is a sniper and goes, I approve of this message, and then, you know, the usual happens. But Amon, for example, doesn't really have that many gun damage increases. Like, not the same way that Vex get them. Like, he has them, like, for sure. It's still a shooter after all, but he's more focused on being an offensive, an offensive frontliner, so to speak, where Vex is more built to be in the backline, sniping things, basically. That is more of her vibe. Rafa definitely does have that, the damage increases are there, so Rafa and that bot, I can see that one go absolutely nuts as well. Harlow does get gun damage increases, I believe, but she's more a status person, right? Like status procs. Which is something they all kind of do, but it's something that Harlow kind of specializes in. So, I don't know. They all have their own positioning within a fight, and I honestly think the reason why people say that the bot is so broken is because the sticky ammo. Because this thing, without the sticky ammo, does not do this much damage. Not even close to it. And I can say this confidently because I actually did use one that didn't have sticky ammo at first. And then the bot became the wildcard mission. And me and a friend of mine went farming for it because we were like, you do need to have that sticky ammo on it. I can tell you right now, the second that we did find this one, that was the difference between night and day. That was so massive. That you can't even compare the two in damage numbers. Then again, the sticky ammo build is more slow because you do need to set up the stickies. And once you did set up the stickies, then you do need to properly detonate them, yada yada yada. I am saying this as if that's not the easiest thing ever, but for bosses like this, for example, it is actually not the most easiest thing to do in some cases. As you can see, this guy jumps back in and then I lose my entire damage window. So all the treasures kinda are a pain. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. That is definitely a thing. No. Fuck off. Fuck off. Nobody likes you. Tedior. Wait, combo lags. Thrown gun has lags and can be shot to increase the explosion's damage. Please tell me that you're not talking about it literally having lags. That would be slightly concerning if I'm honest. But we're on 800, so let's go through the teleport hole. The teleport hole of blue flashing lights. Let's restock ammo. Sell some junk. Let's see. That's less. That's less. That's less. Cool. Oh, right. I had a shit ton of war paints that I got here randomly, by the way. Like war paint, the war paint dropped like 2 times in a row or something like that. This should not even be the place where you can get the war paint that easily, but I got it twice. For whatever reason. Don't care about that. And now we have to go through the entire collection of trucks. 108. Can I? Ah, okay. This one does have the 184. Ugh. Now my question is, can that rocket crit? Because if that rocket can crit, and I have 184 crit damage, that's kind of massive. I always get lost. Okay. Please show me a crit.
Something to cry about!
That was really difficult to see because that thing shot literally the entire fucking dummy into pieces. Okay. But yeah, as you can see, that's base damage, by the way.
Foul friends!
I mean... tick, 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 tick. I do have to say, though, that is the combination of Teen Witch with a sniper rifle damage increase, and we do proc the amp as well. Because this is causing the first shot to also then replenish the amp. So that is something to keep in mind. But the same kind of goes for the Rooker, and that one does not show such a big numbers. So yeah. Now if we do use the amp on the nice little rep kit. Tick, 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 tick. This is the one with shotgun ammo though. So, what I want to know, if we use this...
Are you out of your mind? I know a snitch when I see one!
Interesting. That seems to be less damage.
I'm tasting a new flavor, and it's you, Mummy! A surprise party?
Yeah. And I'm pretty certain that I don't even hit all of the bullets. I mean, the impact on that dummy is absolutely massive. Hey, wait. Did you guys see that as well? If I land a crit on that one... then sometimes there's a tick on the dummy right over there. Which is weird. Because that's not how far the Jacob should reach. Why was there a tick on that? Huh? Now, if I put it back... I mean, that is a lot of damage, though. But yeah, this is not doing the same damage that I was thinking it was going to do. So that one goes unmarked again. Please tell me I still marked the other one. No, I did not. Oh, I am such a good shooter player. Where the fuck is that gun that had that much base damage? Where is the one with the impact rounds? Really? Ah, here. Because I can tell you right now, that is one shot as well. That's the highest damage we got from the other one, by the way. So if we take this one and we literally just press the button continuously until the entire ammo mag is, or just mag, whatever you want to call it, is empty. Now look at those ticks.
Something to cry about.
That's like in between the 28 and the 34 per tick. Like, that's without the amp, because if I now use the amp, there you go, one shot. That is 30% of the damage of the original shot. So if you do have a +5 blood letter enhancement or class mod, that would make it to 60. So we would double that number. It was 74k, so that would become what, 148? So that means that our first shot did somewhere around the 200 to 210. And that is just with the two amp things. Now what I want to know. 1. Okay, that is kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, that is kind of fun. If we do everything correctly and we line everything up the way that we should, like straight to the target, then 30% of the damage of that shot is like 135 from what we saw from the blood letter. That's quite a lot. That's a pretty big number. The main problem is that is literally just the first shot though. So I don't know. I don't think that it's very useful for anything in the game right now. Although, if we are going to try to make a one-shot build, then we kind of don't need this. So this would already solve a big chunk of our point investments. That's already 11 points that we don't need. Sharpshooter is something that could be kind of useful because it does get you the killer thing that you unlock. Although one shot, one kill doesn't have a cooldown, does it? It just have a store duration. Yeah, I think I know how I'm going to try to build this. Almost every single boss spawns ads. If we are running this truck and we are shooting something it's square in the face, there's a really good chance that that is gonna like have excess damage, and that excess damage then is applied to our next shot, which then will have excess damage, which is then applied to our next shot, which then has excess damage, which will be applied to our next shot. If we then use amp from both our energy shield and the rep kit, that could be kind of massive, but I'm not sure if 12 seconds is long enough to properly set up the kill, because in the time that we are killing ads, we also have a boss that's gonna bash us in the face. But it could work. I'm just not sure. I don't think that this could work. Because we do need our shield to be full, because our shield is going to have the highest value by far. But we don't need riddle you this, because we're not going to shoot 50 times. Well, are we? I don't know. Maybe? Also overkill. Overkill can be really fun as well. Killing an enemy with a critical hit will cause them to explode, dealing skill damage. I mean, if that does proc this thing, that could be really fucking broken. That could give you some explosive ends. But that only works versus things that really do have high density of mobs. So I'm not entirely certain that will work for us. Critical hits, current increased status effect application chance. Enemies take increased damage for each status effect applied to them. I mean, that could be really fucking deadly. Not gonna lie, because the bleed is a status effect. Is affected by status effect application chance and is considered a status effect. The only problem is that's the only status we are applying, basically. So that's 1%, which is not good enough. But contamination might actually not be that bad, because this already increases status effect damage. If we then also increase the application chance, that could be really good. Because that would mean that you could get another 25%. 75% chance of applying Bloodletter is by far better. Wait, Vex's kills gain increased max stacks. 3 extra stacks. 10% per stack. Uh, 130%. Wait, no, that can't be right. Kill skills, it's not a kill skill. Okay, cool. These are kill skills, but they don't stack, so that doesn't work. That's annoying. Action skills is not something that we care about. So yeah, we basically just care about Brute, Sharpshooter. These are the two that we really care about. This is just for survivability, which makes sense because I am playing on Ultimate Vault Hunter 5, so things are actually murdering my ass if I don't pay attention. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. I'm farming for something on a difficulty that makes me actually play the game. But then again, I mean, this is where I am having the most fun. Otherwise it becomes a mindless grind. There's no fun in that. Okay, well. That already cleans up that part. That can go. No. 8.7, no. Although Ripper is interesting, but not with 8 bullets. Because it takes too long. Plus the base damage of this is too low. I don't know, I just don't like Ripper on sniper guns and all that. Not for what I want to do. Like, I know that there's things like this with hard charger and high roller, but meh. Not for me. The sudden looming truck. That's something that I am kinda having fun with though. This is fun. Or snipper, yep. It is now snippered. The sniper got snippered. Too bad, so sad. Okay, let's go back to the pool of goo and gunk. Because we still have a treasure to go and trash. Oh my god. It's Starmanian. Do we reach it? Yeah! Da 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 da. I mean, as we saw earlier, I have how much left? 23. So it's not endless. I do need to go and find Iridium at some point, but for now, this should be okay. I am not a fan of you. Apparently you're not a fan of me either. Well, the more you know, I guess. Oh, you're there. Look at you traveling across the world. Osama went and decided to go and see places. And then he saw and made it so that I was gonna go and see places. Fun times. Sorry, thanks, I hate it. Was that the only one? Oh. Something tells me this might be better than what I'm using now. For the bot, because, you know. gun damage and SMG damage with fire rate per bullet fired. I mean, yes, I only have 6, but I'm gonna go and see how much damage this does. That is intriguing, to say the least. Get up. Thank you. Nope. And not what we were looking for. Yeah, yeet. Yoink. Oh, treasure Sama, where you at? Show thine face, you coward. Sorry, I said anything at all. No need to immediately hurt my face. Ah, yes. I don't know. I can't see the difference. Am I dealing more damage? Oh, gee, I wonder. Hey, double legendary. Hell yeah. Wait. X fucking excuse you? Oh, but you only roll with 70% crit damage. Oh, I see. This is so conceiving. Conceiving. I mean deceiving. Wow. But this is so deceiving because you see that 10k base number and you go like, whoa, that's a big number. This has almost 3 times the amount of damage that that other sniper has on crits. So, I don't know. Then again, 10k base is a lot of damage. That is definitely a thing. Hence why I do want to tag it. But, you know. Also, I really want to use the space laser. Terugkun. Yeah. It hits hard enough to isekai every single enemy that we hit with it into another universe, right? I mean, I guess that was to be expected. Also, I just hit my speaker with the, like, side of my big toe, and holy shit, it was the like top corner of the speaker. Oh my god, that hurts. I'm dying. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying because my speaker killed me. Ow. That's why 10k base. Yeah. The one that I have right here, that does have the extra crit damage, already does roll with 8.7. So I don't know, that 10k feels underwhelming in that capacity. I wouldn't say that it was a badass, but it did kill me. It most definitely did get my toe to, like, try to murder my ass. That much I can tell you. Ugh. Tick, 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 tick. Aye. Cease! Stop throwing fucking rocks at my face. Thanks, I hate it. New one, please. Thank you. Bomb up. New one, please. No. No rocks at my face. Shut up. In that case, you didn't pay attention. 70%, not 184. 70 is the lowest that I have seen so far. Oh yeah, no, I know. But this one does roll with 70%, and that's the one with the with the 10.5k. This is the new one. That one rolled with 108. With Hyperion. Ricochet shields. And this one, which has 7k base. And a shotgun ammo thingy. Rolled with 184 as well. The one that I'm using right now does roll with 184 as well. With impact mag. So I am pretty sure the roll does matter. It is one of those stats that definitely do have a chance of rolling badly. Well, I guess I do have to put parentheses around badly, because 70% crit damage is still pretty high, but not the same as 184. It would be great if you could show your face, thank you. Really now? Oh! I got his ass. And then I absolutely fucked up, but that's okay. I do now remember why I used the other one the entire time. Because that one does have more ammo.
Like you had a chance.
which definitely means that you can stack certain things faster. Ooh, wait. That one might actually be better. Damn. Oh yeah, no, it definitely does roll with crit, yeah. That is true. But the 10k base is why it rolled with 70 instead of the 184. Which in the long run, I think does kind of matter because... Hold on. Need to kill a treasure. But yeah, no, I think it does matter in the long run simply because just looking at how easy it is to get crits on bosses. Ah, yes, perfect. I'm a fucking lucky bitch. I should not have survived that, if I'm honest. Can we please pick the legendary up? Thank you. I think they roughly hit the same number, though on a crit. Depends on the other modifier numbers. I think. Like that crit amplifying thing is like 110% lower. So I don't know. In combination with the amp from the What's for Dinner, the amp from the rap kit, I think those numbers are just they are going to skyrocket the base number, sure. But you're basically throwing away 110% damage, so is 2k damage, is that the same as 110%? I don't think so. So I think it definitely will deal lower damage. On a crit, that is. Outside of a crit, it will deal more damage by far. Like, that's not even a question. Pick it up. It landed this time. I don't like those snaky boys, so let's go there. Yes, but it's not 150. It's 148. So that's 34% more. On a base of 8.6, not 7. For your information, yes, this does have the same crit damage as well. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm doing the Dutch to English thing again. That's on me. That's on me, my bad. I don't think. Wait. It has a lower. It has a lower crit damage. That sucks. If this had at the same same crit damage, that would be so nice. Pistol ammo though. That's gonna be one accurate pistol. Damn. Yeah. And a bunch of bugbears. Bugbear, bugbear. This one has more accuracy. And a faster firing rate. How does that work? Oh wait, it doesn't have the shield. Ah, fair enough. I mean, overall DPS is higher, so we'll take it. Oh, la 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 la. Well, only a few more attempts left, then I'm out of iridium. So that kind of sucks, but at least we did give it a fairly decent try. No! Balsama, don't leave me. Okay, where are you at? Bye, Balsama! Bye, Balsama! There is still a little critter somewhere around here. There we go. No. If only there was someone with a bunch of iridium. I think I can think of somebody that has a bunch of iridium, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if a certain mod inside of my chat right now does have a fuck ton of iridium. Yeah. I don't know why though. I don't know what makes me think that that's the case. Real surprising. A real mystery. It is a mystery, yes. Very much so. Yoink. How dare you throw something at my face? And you. And... You know, this build does have one downside in this kind of a boss fight. You kind of rely on your lifesteal, but those shields make it so that they are immune to your damage. So you're dealing a fuck ton of damage. Supposedly. Except you don't. Because every time that you think you are gonna go and heal back up after taking a big hit to the face, that guy just goes immune and you're like knocking on death's door because, hey, I did no damage. It's a real good time. I sure do have a hold of this. Although, not going to lie, this is definitely possible right now. Simply because the Reddit post was... the Reddit post information was shared to me by Nuclear. This is absolutely one of the best ways of doing this thing. Like I said, I still can't believe that Reddit posts were useful. That is still quite a shocker to me. When damaging enemies, 5% chance to grant 10% movement speed for 5 seconds. That is an interesting one. Especially for the build with the melee effects, for example. It does give +5 on a pretty interesting skill as well. It makes this thing go to 30%, which is quite significant. But it's on a blue! Wah. Rink. Womp. Okay. Back to the pile of garbage we go. Yeah. Come at me. You cowards. Having your allies shoot pebbles at me. That could have killed me. Me aiming incorrectly there could have absolutely got my ass. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, yeah, it's the way of the boss. I did it in League, I did it in Borderlands, I basically do it almost everywhere. Hey, look, this can kill myself. Whoops. I accidentally started to walk into the fire. I also did it in Diablo. But at least in Diablo, I did build my entire build around it. That supposedly makes it better. Supposedly. Looking for Bossama.
See ya.
Hello. Do I need to go and kill all of the little friends that you have over here? Is that the way of getting your ass out of the ground? So, hi chat, how has your weekend been? Because apparently the boss does not like to have anything to do with me. Ah, hey big guy, finally, it took you long enough. Is this what I hope that it is? Nope. Satch. Satch. Okay. I am gonna go and finish this Iridium. So that's 12 more runs. And then I'm gonna go and call it a night for today's stream. Maybe that we are gonna go and try out the damage of the 10k truck. Because I am a little bit curious which is gonna deal the most damage in a reliable way. Because that is important, obviously. Show me your face. One more time. Let's tango. Okay, apparently he doesn't like the tango. Oh wait, this is the old one. I see. I also still need to find more legendary enhancements. I do have a couple of them, but I by far don't have anything for any situation. Which would be preferable, not gonna lie. Why are you all the way over there again? I can't reach you all the way over there, damn it. Well, I mean, I can. But it's just not preferable, I suppose. Hey, hello! So nice that you join us in the land of the goddamn living. This is fine. Whoops. It was anything but... God damn it! Can you stop throwing fucking stones at the canister? Thanks. Oh, instead we're gonna throw eggs at the canister. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's so much better. Ah.
Most rested I've felt in a while.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I see how it is. I see how it is. I mean, I still have more than enough money left, but...
Reloading just means you're doing your job.
I did not really plan on wasting 17 million because I get hit by canisters constantly. That was fucking brutal. That thing just did not want me to stay alive, I don't know. Still is not really happy to be my friend, I suppose. Well, what do you know? It seems he was pretty much aware that I am the one that is the more lethal person, so he stayed away from me. I guess that is what got me killed in the end. So, hey, kudos on that guy. For that one time in the 13,000 runs that we have done so far. He got my ass like twice. Basically by playing ping pong with the canister. Because did you guys know that the arch enemy of a bio canister is a rock? I didn't know that either, but apparently that is how this world works. That's just as surprising as, did you know that the arch enemy of Vex, like a human being, is biodegradable bugs? I know, it's a real shocker. Absolutely the biggest surprise ever, but it's true. My shields do not like it when you are hitting me with biodegradable eating bugs. Bugs that eat biomaterial. That's a problem. That didn't land. Oh, he walks back in. He walks back in. You know what? Here, if you really want to take damage that badly. Yoink. Can we yoink again? Ah! Not again! I hate everything. Show your face a little bit closer, please. No? Okay. No! I want to stay on this platform if you don't mind. There you go. Vex is saying what we were all thinking. As fricking F. At least I was thinking it. I'm not sure what you guys are thinking, obviously. Most likely something along the lines of like, this guy stinks. Which, you know, you're not entirely wrong. I am not that great at the game. I mean, let's be honest, if I die because the boss outsmarts me because he throws a rock into the way of the canister and itself, I don't know. There's something to be said for that, right? I mean, canister, please. Thank you. And if it happens once, it's like, sure, okay, that's a thing. But if it happens more than once, You know. The one reason why I don't like this boss the most, which is going to be a very trivial point, I think, but I think that half the people watching will definitely agree. The water makes it so you don't properly see what your loot is, so you can't like pick it up going by vibes. You have to go look up close what it is, and that's such a pain. I shot too fast.
You didn't expect me to actually die, right?
Well, Vex, I hate to break it to you, but we would definitely have died there. And it would be my own goddamn fault. Because I keep shooting right as I throw the thing, and that's not smart. Because just as much as those rocks of his can do the trick, I can detonate the thing as well. Which means that I can absolutely end this run just as easily as the boss can with a rock. Problem is, if I do it myself, I actually do end up disliking what I'm doing because... ugh. Yoink. Baba sama. Hi. Hi. Wait a minute. Wow. I think I can do this. I can't believe that I was safe in that at the edge of that cloud right there. I absolutely fucked up, not gonna lie. The most annoying part is, like, I do have the lifesteal, but I can't heal it back up on this guy if I miss the canister. It's so annoying. Burn. How many left? 3 more. Maybe a 4th if we happen to run into something that gives us it, but highly doubt it. Not gonna lie, this might be able to do the damage because the COV might give us the damage. Because COV does have the chance of increasing your damage if you run the right and Right, enhancement rolls. Pretty sure those did include a small amount of damage increases. Like 1 or 2 of those options gave you damage increases. The rest was all about the continuous fire and whatnot. Really now. Oh my god. I am so done with this guy. So done with this guy. Oh, man. So, next week, how about we give me a severely easier boss than Mr. Bio Armor with his murky battle terrain. Ugh. Not a fan. Thanks, I hate it. Yeah, after this one we have one more. And then I'm gonna call it a day for the day. Seems like a pretty decent break-off point, right? Wait, I actually did land a hit on him with that. Okay, sure. I'll take it.
Bye.
Whee! Yeah. How good I am. Wait, what is it that I'm good at? Sucking at what I'm doing right now? Yeah. That sounds about right. Whee! I mean, I'm gonna be honest. There's nothing skillful about using a bot to murder things. Like, oh, bossama. Let me murder your face. Obviously, for anybody watching, do not copy what I'm saying without thinking. It is not nice to go and tell the boss of the map that you're on that you want to murder their face. They also have feelings. I could have sworn that I saw a class mod fly by. Yeah. I was right, but it's a Harlow one. Oh well. Sad that foul noises. Might as well grab all of this. Because we're gonna go back. Let's sell some of the leftovers. And then it is about time for me to say bye-bye. Yeah, okay. That can go. Ripper license can go. This one had lower crit damage. I don't know. How much crit damage do you have? 184. On SMG ammo. I want to see how much damage that does.
Out of anyone that could have found me, I'm glad it was you.
Because this could be really fucking weird. I mean, those damage procs are actually kind of nuts. But that's because you can keep firing, so... That's not bad damage.
I'm tasting a new flavor, and it's you, mommy!
I mean, honestly, that might actually do more... No, wait, it doesn't do more than the impact round one. The impact round one definitely does more. Because this one with just amp shot, amp from the rep kit. Although there is a couple of buffs active here, so I do need to give it a sec. Let's lose that last one as well. There we go. Like, this is just the one amp, and that already does more. I'm actually kinda sure that with everything, it was with everything that we were doing the 7K, right? Yeah. That was with the double rebound from the thing.
Give me something to cry about!
And then the amp, and then bam. Ah, that didn't crit. That didn't bleed. Well, that's slightly annoying. Yeah, if I want to build for the bleed, then I do think that this is the weapon I would use. If I didn't have a Ruger. You do want to get this to 10 in that case. And in your specializations, you most likely do want to try and get this. Because here's the thing, if you can manage to get that thing stacked to 10, then you basically get a 100% of your application chance. The base is 50, so yeah, like I said earlier, that's 75% chance of applying the bleed. If you can get that to a 200% with other bonuses, I mean... I do know that there is... Where is it? There was something that does give it... There was something that did give you increased base, but that might be in the other three. Oh, right. I did 50% of 50%. Yeah, that's on me. Whoops. My bad. But yeah, in that case, you don't even need to have it. You just need to keep that stacked. The only problem is the stack duration is 10 seconds, so you would have to crit almost continuously. Not sure if you can keep that up with Vex necessarily. But with ad clearing and that kind of stuff in there, maybe. The fact that it has impact, that this truck does have impact bullets, does kind of work in your favor as well, because that means that there is a damage zone. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe. It is a little bit more on the slower side of shooting though, but... And there is the crit dagger, of course. And then to think that is all without a whole lot of enhancements, because earlier we were using this one, which does give you 10% gun damage. So we're missing out on that one right now. But instead we're getting 25% from the enhancement. So, but this one has status effect damage though. So maybe that bleed is actually affected by that. Because it is the sniper that deals the damage, which then, so yeah. Oh wait, but this one has it as well, so that doesn't make a difference. This one should deal more damage. In theory. Interesting. Anyway. Let's go make sure that we are all stocked up on ammo again. And then I am gonna say bye-bye to you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna end the stream here. Next week we are gonna go and see whatever they are gonna throw at us. I hope I did play enough at that point to have Iridium again. And otherwise we will have to go, and Monday we will have to go and farm Iridium again. Which is still fun. Or I'm gonna drag a certain mod with me and force him to spend his Iridium for my sake. That will be great. We will love that. But we will see. If you like the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to join the Discord server. Link is in the description down below. I'm gonna be here again on Monday. Hope to have words. Yeah. My brain is stopping to function. This is gonna be a really, really great time. Anyway, hope that you all have a really good rest of the week and weekend. And I hope to see you all again on Monday. Peace.